In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through how to do an alternating decline dumbbell chest press, and we're going to be doing this with a neutral grip in this exercise tutorial. Now, before we get confused, there are two major differences between the normal dumbbell chest press and a neutral grip dumbbell chest press, where I've got those elbows tucked into the sides and my palms facing towards each other. Now, in my normal version, I'm going to be primarily trying to target the lower fibers of my chest, my pectoral muscle, and my secondary muscle is going to be my tricep. Whereas when I come into this neutral grip, the emphasis is shifted onto my tricep. That becomes the main prime working muscle when I'm doing this exercise. So think of it as a tricep press or a close grip press. Alternating simply means to do one side at a time. So when you're doing your movement, you can bring one side up, bring it back down, and then initiate the movement from the opposing side. Or alternatively, you can come up with one side, and then as one side's coming down, you can bring the other side up. Both are alternatives of how to do this exercise. Both are right. One's slightly more technical than the other. Now, to bring the bench into a decline, what I want you to do is find the lever that adjusts the height of the bench. So for me, it's just here. One hand goes on the bottom of the bench just to support the bench. I'm going to bring this lever up, and I'm then going to push the bench down. So now I'm at a decline. So think of a decline as the bench pointing downwards. Not all benches have a decline, so make sure that yours does. And now, if you've got really heavy weights when you're doing the exercise, bring your feet hip width apart. Dumbbells start just outside the feet. You're going to squat back and deadlift those weights up with a neutral spine. Get into that habit, especially if you're doing really heavy weights. Once you've got the dumbbells on your knees, bring those elbows into the body, retract the shoulder blades, so pinch the shoulder blades together, and then we're going to come slowly back until we've got the entirety of the back and the back of the head in contact with the bench. From here, my feet are wider than hip width apart. I'm going to push my heels into the floor. I'm going to make sure my lower back is completely on the bench before I start. You'll notice I've brought those elbows in, and I'm now going to press one dumbbell directly up. I want the dumbbell to be in line with my chest, not in line with my shoulder. I'm going to bring that down, and I can do exactly the same on the other side. If you've got really heavy dumbbells and you want to keep that tension on the tricep, don't go to a full lockout, go to what we call a soft elbow. So think of 90% of that elbow being straight. If you've got lighter weights and you do lock the elbows completely out, it's not wrong, but we can get a little bit more muscle activation by not coming into lockout and really keeping those triceps active through the movement. We can then do that more technical style, where one side comes up, and as it's coming down, the other side comes up. So you can also do this as an alternating dumbbell chest press as well. Once you're done, bring both weights up, knees come up, and you're going to then bring yourself back into your start position, and you can lower those weights under control. The whole purpose of this exercise is to work one side independently, really think about one side working at a time. And it's also fantastic and can be used in a rehab sense if I've got somebody as a trainer that's got one side that's stronger than the other. That's how to do the alternating decline dumbbell chest press with a neutral grip.